It was interesting. It was, you know, I had one scene that I had to shoot that day. The one thing I noticed was that there's a lot of atmosphere on the set. Like when I mean atmosphere, there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of that stuff going on because it gives it a really cool effect. And I remember watching that in the first season, doing my homework on it. I go, it kind of looks really moody in there. There's so much smoke on set. The smoke machine has smoke machines. It's coming in. And one of the camera guys, Steve, who I really like, he's a really good guy. I think he gets affected by it a little bit, so he has like a little mask on to protect, because he maybe had a little allergic or whatever. But I remember he was behind me and I could hear, I'm like, this is gonna be a very interesting season. It was like Darth Vader or a scuba diver. I'm used to it now. I don't even hear it anymore. The production design on the show, I think, is probably one of the best that I've seen. I mean, I've done some cool shows. You know, American Horror Story has some really good sets as well. But wow, this one, it's like walking through a blast from my past of, you know, when I went to high school, walking through the high school, like the lockers and the photos. It's very nostalgic. The cast is great, you know. I went from being the guy that was the boyfriend of the girl, right? Like that was what I did. I was like the boyfriend of the girl, and the father either liked me or didn't like me. Now I'm the dad of the girl who has the boyfriend. It was interesting just to kind of like, because it's a young cast and they're so good. You know, that's the first thing I realized by, you know, being on set with them. They're on top of it. I have gotten to know them. They're great. No. They don't come to me for advice. Maybe I'm like, so, you know, when you get arthritis, how does that feel? No, they're not asking me anything. They're not asking me for any advice. They're pros. They, you know, obviously, you know, they've had a season already under their belts. They know what they understand the rhythm of the show, the rhythm of the writing. I felt very much like a guest when I first got there. I feel like a little bit more part of the family now. My kids are fans of Riverdale. My daughter, you know, she's 16. Her friends are big into it. My youngest is 14. All his friends watch it. My oldest son, who's a sophomore now, he called me and said, "Hey Dad, listen, I just happened to go to the freshman dining hall the other day and they're all talking about your show." When you're a parent, you're automatically the most uncool person that exists. Now, you know, I did have a couple dinners in Vancouver. I had some of the cast over, and my daughter was like, "All right, you're pretty cool." Like she's sitting next to Cole Sprouse. She's like, "He's pretty cool." I play Hiram Lodge, Veronica's dad, and he's been away the first season. When I mean he's been away, he's been in jail. He's kind of for some, you know, con man, embezzling. For season 2, he wants everybody to trust him and love him and think that he's been reformed. So, you know, I think that you know, this tiger or leopard, this leopard still has, you know, spots. He can't change them. They're there. But he's gonna try his best to get his daughter and his wife back, you know, and thinking that they're gonna be a family. But he's a complicated guy. He's a bit of, I think, just like any sociopath, you know, you like him or they make you like them. That's part of their illness. And so I think he's got a touch of that, but he's willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants and to protect his family.